It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Eagles and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes with... Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. He'll now to return it. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
On one, ready?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Stop.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts comes out throwing. And his first pass falls incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Yeti. Carl up, Yeti.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Tiger Hornet. Very set. Carl up, Yeti. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Great.
Second down now, 7 to go.
No touch.
From the 48. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen... Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
No touch. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. This is reeled in by Leggett. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25.
No touch.
On first down, Hurts escapes the pocket. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down.
Great, set.
Change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
63. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Taken in by Smith. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
Great, set. Crowd loves Yanni. Hey.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey!
Hurts. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Point after added on by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
11, mighty. 11.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
On 1, ready? Get set.
Burrow from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1, right?
1st and 10 from the 41.
Gun. 11, Thomas. 42.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
It is Kupp, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Eagles, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First down throwing for Hurts. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Crowd left Yeti.
Another try following the sack. Gets everything he has. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers getting one final drive before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break.
On 2, ready?
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Looking to throw, Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie things up at 14. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. There.
Back to throw, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 9-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
63, bang. No touch that. Crowd left Yanni. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
He'll throw it. Launches one deep downfield. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's loaded another one up. It connects on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour right here in Florida. The New York Giants flying south to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the visiting side who had the lead in that one. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Addison, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown reception. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's complete to Legette. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Legette's got it. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Go Silver, ready? No touch.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. That one's complete, right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, 73, 73.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment. Ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Yeti, Yeti. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Flush down out to his left. Barkley's got it. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out.
On 2.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Get set. Stop.
Man in motion, headed right.
Stop.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Right up. Stop.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. He's on the move. He can run it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Burrow setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, MT. 11.
Jacobs running behind center. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Zach Bond with the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Josh Sweat making the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. 35 on the pickup. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
I'm 1, right?
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. They'll run. Jacobs goes up and over for the touchdown. The Packers now trailed by just a point in the fourth. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throw away.
Hurts trying again on second down. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Gun. Dot. 11 empty. Dot.
Play action now. Burrow bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
He completes it in traffic. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
11.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
11 coming.
Throwing now off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Here we go.
First down, Burrow to throw. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On one, ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's get set. 12. 11, empty. 180.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Looking to tack on the point after.
Reload, alert, slash. Not flying.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 7. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Silver. No touch that.
Hurts now from the gun. That's complete to Leggett. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Great, set. Delta.
Setting up to pass. Taken in by Smith. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
This is reeled in by Leggett. And they make the tackle at the 38. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, bad. Don't touch it.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Legette's got it. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
73! 73!
Hurts throwing again. Has it in close. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Done. 11, 11, 11.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And this one doesn't go far. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Sheds up a rush. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Got to block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. First throw of overtime now. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go Silver, ready? Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey! Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Now right, Leggett makes the grab. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throwing for Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Connects on the crosser. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition.